Hi there, Jen Roque here from StampCampWithJen.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, and welcome to this week's Facebook Live. If you're new here, I go live every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I hope you invite your crafty friends to join us. Don't forget, if you're on Facebook, to follow my page. If you follow me, you'll get a little notification anytime I go live, and you can just click that notification and it'll take you right here. So let me pull this up on my tablet real quick. Oops. Everything's been real slow today. It's probably the weather, right? Hi, Joan. Thanks so much for joining us. Oh my goodness, with this thing. Come on. I have to close it and open it back up. So is everybody having a great week? How's the weather where you are? I know it's been super cold for everyone. It was 37 degrees here in Central Florida this morning, so it's super cold for us. I don't know why I'm so close to the camera this time, but oh well. I literally have it as far away as I normally do, but it looks like you're right in my face, so oh well. Negative 10 degrees in Minnesota, Lori. Oh my goodness, that is super cold. 23 in Washington State. Oh, very, very cold. We don't get cold weather like this, so it was very strange. My husband turned the water on like you're supposed to so the pipes don't freeze, and I turned it off this morning for like 2 minutes, and I went to turn it back on and it started sputtering, and I was like, nope, we're gonna leave that on. I thought it was gonna be warm enough, but it definitely was not. So all right, so I have a few things to go over, and then we're gonna get into a card using the beautiful heart-shaped bundle from Sale-A-Bration. It is currently on back order, but they are expecting to get more, I think, next week. So I'm still gonna share the card so you can get some ideas and hopefully write it down on your wish list, so that when it does come back in stock, you can place an order and get that for free. It's free with a $120 purchase. Sale-A-Bration's a great time to get a bunch of free stuff while you shop. It's awesome. I love Sale-A-Bration so much. They have so many pretty things going on in the Sale-A-Bration brochure as well. So grab your coffee or your tea, whatever you're gonna drink, and let's get started, okay? I'm gonna take a little sip here. Still nice and warm. I always make a fresh cup right before we come on, so I have it ready to go. Hi, Carol. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's see here. Let's flip this. I'm always afraid I'm gonna hang up on you guys. All right, let's see. I got a new screen, like a privacy screen, and I can't see anything now. When I put my camera this way, I have to stand up over it. It's blocking me as well. All right, let's scoot everything over here. There we go. I think this is good. Okay, so let's go over a couple things. So if you're local to the Villages, Florida, that's basically where I live. I live right outside the Villages, right next to it. So if you're local to the Villages and you'd like to join us for bingo, you have until this Friday, February 24th. It's $30, and we're going to play bingo. We're going to make cards. We're going to have prizes. It's lots of fun. It's going to be from 10 to 12 on February 7th, which is a Friday, at my house in Summerfield near the Villages. So if you'd like to sign up, all you have to do is send me an email and let me know, and I'll put you down and send you a PayPal invoice. Or you can pay with check or cash if you'd like to pay at the event. That's fine too. All right, and then like I said, Sale-A-Bration's going on right now. So if you don't know, during Sale-A-Bration, say you have a big order you need to place, whether you're teaching classes or you just have been waiting to get a bunch of stuff for your own personal stash. If you place a $300 order, you get an extra $30 in Stampin' Rewards. So normally the $300 threshold, you're earning 12% of your order, which is about $36. So you'll get an additional 30, making it $66 in free stuff if you put in a $300 order. So that's a really good deal to take advantage of. And you can do this as many times as you want and take advantage of those extra Stampin' rewards. Sale-A-Bration is also a great time to become a demonstrator. So right now, during Sale-A-Bration, if you join my team and become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you will get to pick $125 worth of product for only $99, plus everything ships for free. Now, in addition to that, you have two choices. You can either pick $30, making it a total of $155 in product, or you can pick two color families in the Stampin' Right markers, plus get this handmade design stamp set for free. Now, I will tell you, between those two options, this is the better deal. This comes out to like a $216 value, whereas the other one is $155 value. So much better deal. And you may say, oh, I don't really know what to do with Stampin' Right markers. Well, let me show you. I have 5 different ways that you can use Stampin' Right markers in addition to just regular coloring. Obviously, you can color any image you have. So I have 2 sets of markers, but mine are the older version. Stampin' Up! Just came out with a newer version. I'll show you the difference between the two, the basic difference. So the basic difference between the two, if I can open this, is the bullet tip. So they changed, oh no, this is a newer one. I thought I had an old one. My other box I know is an old one. That's perfect. I'll show you the difference here. I know this is an old one because this one still has Mango Melody, which I think is what this is. Yep, Mango Melody, which isn't a color anymore. So the tip on the markers, the bullet tip here, you can see the difference between the two. So this tip is, the whole tip you can see is like the marker with the coloring, whereas this just looks like the ink comes off at the very end. And honestly, I haven't really played around with them too much, but I just started playing around with them a little while ago, and I really like how this one writes better than this one. So I really like the improvements they made on these. And I think this is, yep, Blueberry Bushel. So let me show you 5 different things you can do with these markers. And you may already have them and you're thinking, well, I need some new ideas, so let me help you. So number 1 is you can just use them to write a message. Like, say you want to coordinate with your project and you just want to write a message. So we'll use, I have the in color ones as well. So I'm going to use that bullet tip and say, thank you for coming. Okay, so I love how that looks. It just writes really nicely. To compare, I'll show you what it looks like if I use that old tip. So this is the Mango Melody. Thank you for coming. It doesn't come out as clearly. It's a little splotchy and it's a lot finer tip. So I actually like this a lot more. This is the new tips and this is the old one. So I like that a lot better. So that's number 1. Number 2, you can color on a Stampin' block with your marker and use this with a watercolor pen. So I've got the water painters and I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of water out of here onto my block to kind of help. There we go. So we're going to squeeze this out and I'm going to use this to pick up my color and we can just kind of color in stuff. Instead of using your ink pad to squeeze out ink from your ink pad, you can just color directly on your block and pick it up with your water painter that way. So that's number 2. I'll put a number 2 next to that. Okay, number 3 is you can flick Oh, let me clean this off because we're going to use this for something else in a second. So you can take the edges of these markers, you can take the brush tip and you can flick down towards your paper. You kind of push it into the cap over your paper and flick down, and you can make like a grunge background look. And I'll bring it up to the camera so you can see a little better here in a second. So you can kind of see right there, it's got all those little speckles. It just gives some texture and dimension to whatever you're doing. I like to do that occasionally with my Stampin' Blends markers. I will warn you that if you do this a lot, it does kind of damage your brush tip on your marker. So I would use that very sparingly, and it puts a lot of ink on the inside of the cap. So if you hold your markers like way at the end, you could get ink on your fingers because it'll transfer to that marker. So just be careful with that one, but you can use it. Number 4. This is probably one of my favorite things to do. Oh, this is the old marker. Number 4, we are going to color on our stamp. So I am using a red rubber stamp. This works the best with red rubber, the cling stamps. And I'm using this Courage and Faith stamp set. And I'm going to use this Be of Good Courage. And we're going to use different colors for each line. So I just grabbed a bunch of random colors here. So this is the Peach Pie. We're going to use that brush tip and just color all over the top of the letters here. So I got Peach Pie on the first one, and then I'm going to use, this is Summer Splash. Again, using that brush tip, we're just going to color over those words, just like that. And then the bottom one, we're going to use Petunia Pop with the brush tip. And just color that real quick. Now we're going to huff on it to reactivate the ink. Okay, and then we're going to stamp. And it came out a little splotchy. I probably should have colored, because that's really light, so you want to have a little bit more. So I probably should have colored it again just because it's light, just real quick. So let's do that one more time. If you have that happen to you, it's not a problem. Huffing does help reactivate it, but sometimes with the lighter colors, you just need to go over it one more time because it's so light, and give it a little boost. So we're going to go over that light one just one more time here, real fast, and then we're going to huff. And this will probably come out a little bit better, much better. So very pretty. Okay, and now another thing you can do, let's say this is tip number 5. So if you stamp, so number 5, you can use your marker if for some reason you go to stamp and it doesn't come out all the way, let's say. So we're going to use Shy Shamrock here. I'm going to keep that same ink, or the same stamp that we're using on here. And I'm just going to stamp, and oh, I didn't stamp it all the way there. So what you can use, you can see it's a little splotchy down in the bottom. I can take that Shy Shamrock marker, and we can fill in the spot that's kind of splotchy and fix those mistakes. So that is tip number 5 there. Pretty neat, right? There's 5 different ways you can use these markers. So if you're thinking about becoming a demonstrator, I highly recommend taking this option where you get the markers and the stamp set, because there's so many different things. As you can see, this is just 5 things in addition to just coloring your images. I'm sure there's even many, many more uses than the 5 that I showed you here. But these are just 5 quick tips that you can, things you can do with your markers here. So like I said, if you're thinking about joining, I would love to have you on my team. It's a no obligation starter kit. So, excuse me, you pick all your items, and let's say in a couple months you decide, oh, that's not really the thing I want to do, that's not a problem. You keep all that stuff that you got for a discount, and then you can drop as a demonstrator and go back to being a customer. It's not a problem. But when you are a demonstrator, you get a 20% off discount on all your Stampin' Up! Favorites. You get to see products before anybody else. You get exclusive, demonstrator only access to events with Stampin' Up! There's just so many great things, and you're part of a great stamping community. So I love being a demonstrator. I've been a demonstrator since August of 2019. I absolutely love it. I love all of the relationships I've built and all of the people that I've met being a demonstrator. It's just fantastic. So if you're on the fence, please reach out to me. I'd love to answer any questions you might have. I'm always here. I do this as a business, so I am very dedicated to this, and I'm here for whatever you need. Okay, so a couple other things I want to go over. My customer rewards program. So with Stampin' Up's implementation of Stampin' Reward, or their own rewards program, in April, I know a lot of demonstrators are getting rid of their rewards program. I decided to keep it. I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. So as of January 1st, I introduced a new Stampin' Rewards program. So when you shop with me, for every $50 you spend, you get a point before tax and shipping. And then once you get 5 points, you can earn a free stamp set from me up to $27 in value, or you can save your points and build them up to 10 points, and you could get either a stamp and die bundle or 2 stamp sets. You can kind of work, use your points however you want. You can mix and match them. So say you get 15 points and you want to get a stamp and die bundle and a stamp set, you could absolutely do that. The one thing to keep in mind though is your points expire after 1 year from the date you placed your order. So if you place an order today, you have until, what is today? January 20th. You have until January 19th of next year to use them, because on January 20th, 2026, the points for that order would expire. Okay. And if you want more details, you can go to stampcampwithjen.com/rewards to read all about it. And I did make a customer rewards tracker for that as well. I had a request for that. So if you like to print out a sheet and keep track of your orders, which I highly recommend, this is an example in the first row of how to do it. Your order subtotal is the number that we're using to figure out your points. So it's not the amount with tax and shipping, it's before tax and shipping. So that subtotal, make sure you put your order number in there. It is an 8-digit number. So make sure you have all 8 digits in there. Okay. And then when you're ready to claim your rewards, you just go to this little website here. It's a Google form. You'll fill it out. I'll get an email once you submit it, and I can check everything, and I'll let you know once it's all confirmed, okay? So this is if you go to this website, the stampcampwithjen.com/rewards, and you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a little picture. It says click here for your tracker. That's where that's located, okay? Oh, you don't own any of the markers, Lori? I don't use them a ton, I'll be completely honest, but I do enjoy them, and I think I am gonna start using them more because I like the idea of using them to write a message to coordinate with my ink and stamps and stuff. Okay, and then I will start including this in my little, what do I call those? Like, it's not a tutorial, but in the measurements and the supply list that I will have a link for a shopping list. So I know a lot of us, I am still very much a paper and pen person as well. I don't like a lot of digital stuff. I like to write it out and see it in front and hold it in my hands. So I have created a shopping list. So you'll be able to print this out. It has a lot of information pertaining to me, like my phone number and my email. If you have any questions, you want to reach out to me. It has the link to shop with me, join my email list link. If you're watching and you're new, please, please, please join my email list. I send out lots of information about classes that I offer, shopping specials, things like this. And my email list, people get those first. So join my email list if you're not on that already. I have a link for my calendar, my rewards program we just talked to, and then my blog link. So I revamped this as well. I had it before where you had the page number, but now that we have online exclusives and a lot of products that are specifically online, I took those out. But you can put the product name, the item number, and the price on this list, and that'll kind of help you out. Honestly, I know a lot of people are very used to looking at the catalogs, but don't forget to go online at stampinup.com and look for products as well, because we do have those online exclusives that are only online. So you really need to, you're missing out on a lot of really good stuff if you don't go online. I just use the search bar, and you can type in keywords like a heart, and it'll show up with, it'll bring up a bunch of stamps, stamp sets that have a heart in it. Or if you have the item number, you can put that item number in there as well. All right, so I just want to also remind everyone, I do have adhesive bundles for sale if you're interested. I have a mini and a full-size one. So the mini one comes in this cute little burlap bag. It's got a pack of dimensionals, a pack of glue dots, and a bottle of glue. And this is $20. And then I have a full-size adhesive pouch that has a pack of tear and tape. It's got 2 packs of dimensionals, a pack of mini glue dots, and 2 bottles of liquid glue, and this is $40. So if you would like either one of these, just send me an email at stampcampwithjen@gmail.com, and I will send you a PayPal invoice. You will have to pay for shipping for each one of these if you would like to purchase one, but if you need to purchase a bunch of them, I can also give you a little bit of a break on shipping as well, okay? I do want to mention, so funny story. I had some problems with my email. I've got it figured out, but I had like 4 people last week tell me that they had sent me an email, and I never received it. I couldn't figure out where it came, why I wasn't getting them. So I finally figured it out, and I went and found all the emails. So it should be all fixed now, but if you've sent me an email since New Year's and I just responded to you yesterday, that's why. So I sincerely apologize, but that is what happened. So, but I've got it all figured out now. All right, so last thing before we get into today's project, I know I've got a lot of things to go over today, but I do want to remind you that if you place an order with me in January, you will get my new card coach and card kit. This is what this looks like. It's got a little sketch with the dimensions, and then on the back I took a picture of the card so you can see what it should look like and the instructions to put it together. If you place any size order with me in January, you will get one of these. It's great because you don't have to go searching for a video or anything like that. And then this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So you could put this like in a little recipe box or photo album and keep this so you have inspiration for other cards in the future, okay? So if you just want to purchase the card coach, I will have a link in the description for the purchase of just the card coach if you want to purchase and download it. My team members get these for free, as well as my Camp to Go tutorials. They get those for free. I haven't emailed them out to my team members. If you're still waiting for those, I plan to do that this week. I'm a little behind. But you will get this card kit in the mail if you place an order with me. Okay? All right. So before we get to, oh shoot, I didn't pick a winner for the prize today. I forgot to do that before I got on here. So I will announce that soon. I'm so sorry. I was doing a million different things before we got on here. So I will announce this prize winner as soon as we get off here. But if you want to win this week's prize, which is the Sunny Day Iridescent Dots, this goes with that Ocean Friends suite. Let me see if I can bring it up in the catalog here. I love this suite so much. Oh my goodness, where is it? Let's see, Ocean Friends 31. So this is where we get the dots here. And you can't see probably in the picture or in the camera. Let me see if you can see. But there's like little gold flecks in each one of them, which makes them really pretty and shiny. Oh, they're gorgeous. But the colors for these, I believe it looks like Melon Mambo. Oh, I'm not even going to guess on those. Oh, that's another thing. So if you're waiting for my little inserts that I make for the embellishments, again, I'm behind, so I'm working on those as well. And I'll let you guys know when I have those ready to go on my website. But this is where I found them. They're page 31. These are the Sunny Day Iridescent Dots. So if you want a chance to win these, just comment prize either now while you're watching the video or while you're watching the replay. You can comment prize and I will announce that winner as well. I'm so sorry, but the prize last week was the Blackberry Bliss. And like I said, as soon as I get off of here, I will announce the winner for this one. And I will put it on my Facebook page. I apologize for that. Okay, so today's card that we are making, oh, did I put it away? I think I did. Oh goodness, I'm a mess right now. Oh, here we go. It's right here. Is this one. Really pretty, quick and easy card. And it uses this marbled Elegance designer series paper. It's gorgeous. Love it so much. Okay, so again, this is an online exclusive. So that's again why I encourage you to go online and look for these products. So I have a little sampler of here of all the pictures. So if you look at like this pattern and this pattern, these two are on the same sheet. This is one side, that's the other side. Same with these two. This is one side, that's one side. So that's how I did that. But these are so pretty. They've got gold flecks and a lot of the paper. I will share a video on my Facebook page later of how they actually did a paint pour to make this designer series paper. It's beautiful. This is currently on back order, but I checked this morning and they're supposed to be getting it back in stock this week. So if you've been waiting on this paper, just keep an eye on the Stampin' Up store this week and you should see it back in stock, okay? So this is the card that we're making and we're using two Sale-A-Bration items for this. So we're using the heart-shaped bundle. This is very, very popular. It comes with all these dies and you get this one for free with a $120 purchase. Sale-A-Bration. Oh, there it is. So if you're looking in your Sale-A-Bration brochure, it is on page, let's see here. Here. So it is on page 12 and 13. You can see all of these gorgeous samples that they made with it. It's very, very pretty. So we're just using the stamp set today, but it does come with those coordinating dies and it's free with a $120 purchase, okay? And then the other item we're using for this card, you'll see we have these pretty sequins on here. That is they're the purple adhesive back sequins. These are from Sale-A-Bration as well. And these are on page 10. They're this little section right here at the bottom. So this is free with a $60 purchase. So these sequins right here, they have 200 pieces, 50 each of 4 colors: berry burst, bubble bath, fresh freesia, and white. And they're so, so pretty. So we're using those as well today. So those are on page 10 and 11, this little block right down here. Okay. All right. So for our card kit here, got a bunch. So we have move these around. Got a bunch of samples here. So we are using Pretty in Pink for our card base here. And we are going to just fold this in half. And I need my bone folder. Okay, and then we have a strip of this gorgeous paper from, and the backside looks kind of like pink jeans to me. That's probably the best way to describe it. So this piece is 2 inches by 5.5. So that we're gonna put that right there. And we're gonna use our Stampin' Seal Plus, or you could use liquid glue, whichever you like to adhere that. Okay. That's right there. And then I've got a piece of Melon Mambo that's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. That's gonna end up going on there. And then I've got a piece of basic white that's 3 by 3. Okay, so we're gonna do that first. We're gonna take our Melon Mambo, and if you have a hard time opening these ink pads, just have the ink pad face side up. Take your thumbs and push down on that hinge, and it'll pop open for you. Okay. See, before I'd put ink on my ink pad to use for watercoloring, but you can just use your markers. Okay, so we have the heart stamp that looks like a little wreath. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take my Melon Mambo and we're going to ink that up, and we're going to stamp this heart right in the center here. Okay. And then I'm going to clean my stamp off using my chamois. And I'm going to close my Melon Mambo up. And now we're going to take Pretty in Pink. And what we're going to do is we're going to ink it up. I'll just show you. We're going to ink up our Melon Mambo, or our Pretty in Pink, excuse me. We're going to ink up our Pretty in Pink. And then we're going to put it about right over the heart, but we're going to angle it to the right just a little bit and stamp. And then we're going to ink it up again, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to center it over that heart as if we were going to stamp right on top of it, and then we're just going to twist it to the left just a little bit and ink. And that just kind of creates like a fuller wreath background. And even though we stamped that Melon Mambo first, because it's a darker color, it shows through. And you see that Melon Mambo right on the inside. And I just thought that was a cool little way to get some, like a full wreath background by doing that. So the lighter color is what you want to stamp in the background if you change colors, and try this on your own. Okay. So now we will take this and put it on our Melon Mambo. Oops. Just like that. And we are going to pop that up with some dimensionals. Always use these corner pieces here. Oops. Use my little edge pieces that I have here. Oh my gosh, we got so much rain yesterday and it was windy, and I went to make breakfast and I happened to look out the front door because I let Oscar outside, and our neighbor's fence across the street was on the door for it was on the floor or on the ground, and it was raining so hard. So I sent him a message because I didn't think they were home. And Matt, my husband, he went across the street and kind of like lifted the gate up and put it next to the fence so that, because they have chickens, and we were worried their chickens were going to be running all over the place and getting out. But they said, oh no, the chickens are in the chicken coop, so they'll be okay. So we're going to just center this right over that DSP and our center of our card here. And then we're going to take from the same stamp set, we're going to take, it says, my thoughts of you are all heart-shaped. And we're just going to stamp that right in the bottom here in Melon Mambo. It's right down here. Oops. right here. So pretty. And I don't normally stamp directly on a card like that, so I was a little nervous the first time I did it, but just have faith. You'll be able to do it. It'll come out. It just looks so pretty. It's something different. I'm normally, you know, I stamp on white and layer it, but I just thought that was so different. I really wanted to try that. All right, so then we are going to take our card liner, which is 4 by 5 1/4. It's just a piece of basic white. And we have a piece that says, "My heart loves your heart." We're going to use Melon Mambo again. I don't know why I closed that up. And we are going to put that right in the top center. And then if you want to decorate it a little bit more, there's this cute little flower cluster that comes in that same stamp set. And we can ink that up. Oops. And put this right down at the bottom here. It's a little splotchy, but that's okay. Now, something that some of the Stamp Camp people did that came was they actually took this heart wreath and stamped right on the left side here. So you can do that as well. I'm not going to do that. I thought it was really cute though. I never would have thought to do that in my card, but they just inked it up in Melon Mambo and stamped another heart right there. So I thought that was kind of cool. I love having class and seeing how everybody comes up with different ideas and different ways to kind of make their card their own. It's really neat. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to take those sequins and we're just going to grab a couple different colors here. And I did some of these. You can see I have it different ways on both of them. I did some with the dark and then the light, and then I did the light and the dark. I actually like the darker, I think. So I'm gonna put the darker. We're gonna do the bigger size up in the corner here. Oh, and it looks like I have a little ink right there. So this is a great way for me to cover up that mistake. Boop, right there. And then we're going to take the smaller sequin up here, and that's going to go right in the corner. And that is our pretty little, it could be a Valentine's, it could be, you know, just letting somebody know that you're thinking of them and you miss them. I had a girl at class say you could easily take this wreath and make it red and green and make a Christmas card with it. There's so many different ways to use this. So it is very popular. Like I said, it's on back order right now, but when I checked this morning, it said it looked like they were supposed to get more in stock next week. It could be even sooner than that, but as of right now, they're expected to have more next week. So just be patient with that. Let me get the camera going back around. So does anybody, before I get off of here, does anybody have any questions for me that you want me to answer before I go? Like I said, I'm here for you. If you have questions or you've been wondering about something, I want to know about it. I want to hear what your burning questions are so that I can help you with that. Are you wondering about something that's in stock that you want me to look up? Do you have questions about the join offer? Anything, ask me anything. This is a great time to do that while we're all here together. So I am here for you. And if you think of something later and you go, oh man, I should have asked her that, definitely send me an email. Send me an email at stampcampwithjen@gmail.com. And I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you email me and I don't get back to you within, I would say 48 hours at the most. I'm usually very good about getting back to you within 24 hours. If you don't hear back from me within 48 hours, send me a text or call me. I may be having some sort of issue, like my email issue. So I would hate to miss something from you guys. So, I'm trying to think what else. I don't think I have anything else. But like I said, if you think of something that you thought, oh, I really should have asked her that, send me an email and I will always get back to you within about 24 to 48 hours, okay? I hope you guys have a great week this week. I hope you're enjoying Sale-A-Bration. I will be on here next week with another fun project. And don't forget to sign up for my email list if you haven't already. And check Facebook here in the next 30 minutes. I will announce the prize winner for that Blackberry Bliss stamp set. I'm so sorry about that. Or ink pad, excuse me. I completely spaced that this morning. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Well, I will see you back here next Monday at 11 a.m. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a heart and comment, even if you're watching the replay from YouTube, Facebook, wherever. All the interaction you guys have with my videos, it helps my algorithms, helps me get out there in front of more stampers just like you so we can build our crafting community, okay? All right, guys, we'll have a safe week this week. Try to stay warm, and I will see you again next Monday, okay? Be safe and happy stamping. Bye-bye.